Hi friends, how do you do? Thanks for tuning in. It is me, Ryan. My channel is Endless Journey. I got Harley with me here today. Harley's back there. He's gonna give me moral support today. He supports me making videos. So it's Sunday night. I'm kind of sleepy, but I just wanted to make this video so I could go to work tomorrow on Monday and feel like I accomplished all my goals this weekend, which I did. So, getting right to the chase. So if you looked at my list of videos, you would see that I made some videos about past lives. There's 2 of them. And I said in the videos that I would make another video called Re-Manifesting a Past Life. Which I will, and which this video is, but I decided to call it actually Recreating a Past Life. I thought it was a better title because, I don't know, it just sounds better. So anyways, I'm going to pick it up from the top. So in my previous videos, I mentioned that I had done my past lives, and I'm going to try to speak quickly. My videos have been so long lately. I did my past lives, and in one of my past lives I had been a native man in a band in the southwest of the United States. Nomadic peoples, we were healers, we were creators, and I had this whole dreamlike visitation to this other life, if we believe that really happened or whatever. So this video is me telling a story of how that life really came through again in this life. So I had this past life experience, and you know, when I have these, they're so memorable. I think about them, I don't forget them, because I kind of review them again and again. I mean, I forget a couple of details, but for the most part they go in my mind, and I remember them. I think of them from time to time. So I had seen photos of Sedona, Arizona, and the landscape there had the mountains with the flat tops, and I thought it looked very much like this past life I had, and I always had this idea to just go there, and like nothing too hardcore, just generally wanted to go there. Just, it looked like a cool place anyways, and I just thought like it would be cool. I don't even know why I wanted to go there really based on that. It's kind of crazy when I think back of it. But regardless, Sedona is known, it's like a mecca for kind of new age, spiritual, metaphysical people. There's places all over the world that attracts different people for different reasons. If you love gambling, you'll end up in Vegas. If you love sushi, maybe you'll end up in Tokyo. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if those are good examples, but every place has their following. Not every place, but so anyways, I had taken some time off my previous life and was living cheaply and had some money and had some freedom to do some travel. So I was watching these YouTube videos by this girl that lived in Sedona, and I was pretty into it. I'm still one of my favorite people to watch on YouTube. Her name is, you know what, I won't tell you her name, but if you ask me by message, I will tell you. So anyways, her family lived in Sedona, and they have these events where you just go down there for a week and just hang out, and there's like 16 people, a dozen, something like that, and you just have like a schedule, like an itinerary, and you go and you have the Sedona experience. There's a little bit more to that. It's the type of there's a certain type of person you would expect, I guess more or less like a spiritual crowd. So I had put my deposit, and then I'd gotten really sick, but I wanted to go so bad I actually waited 6 months and did one later. Anyways, getting right to the story, I go down to Sedona, and I had it in my head, back of my head, that the past life had happened, and this was how it all led me there. I didn't just kept that to myself on some level. I did the whole time. And so with everything, I have these, I really enjoy spiritual experiences. I'm a very curious person. I purposely go out of my way to check stuff out that I think might give me insight, experience, any of that. So I go and I meet everybody. Hello, my name's Ryan. I'm from Canada. Why did you come here? I came here. What were you hoping to get? And we did kind of all these kind of group activities, speaking to each other, getting a feeling for each other. We hiked mountains, we went swimming, we ate really good food. One night, my first night in the tent, a whole bunch of coyotes came very close to my tent and were howling at like 3 in the morning. Wow, I never heard that before. Anyways, I go and do these events or adventures or travels or whatever of the spiritual type. And I really like when I have these weird stories or these weird things that happen, which could be anything. But I just really like phenomena that's out of the ordinary, because it gives me a sign. It gives me a little encouragement to. It just gives me a little mystery. I need a little mystery here and there. If I just go to work all the time and pay my bills and drive down the same streets over and over again, and everything is just like the kind of mechanical rat race, which I get bored, right? And I need mystery. And I just need a little bit of stimulus here and there just to stay really curious about the world. So I do hope for it. On the other hand, I had a teacher, somebody, I don't even know, so long ago, they said, you know, this type of thing, which I don't even have the words to categorize that I'm trying to talk about. This sort of thing is fantastic, but you can't get hooked on it either. You still have to kind of follow your interests and live your life, regardless of whether or not things feel ordinary or mysterious. Okay, so I'm remembering now, it was about the person that told me that was about when I used to do like qigong and tai chi, and then you would have kind of interesting physical sensations, and sometimes they would happen, and sometimes it would just be an ordinary day, like doing your exercises. So the whole week goes by, and nothing really out of the ordinary happened. But I'm a bit of an introvert, and I do love the nature. So they had a home, and in their backyard was this trail through it's not really the forest because it's the desert, but there's trees and rocks and little trails. I don't even remember the plants. It was like small pine trees and sage and like plants I'm not familiar with because I don't live there. And then you go out and there's this giant flat spot, and it looks down this valley. It's pretty epic. It's very epic. And across the view, I suppose that would be facing west, is Cathedral. Is that the name of it? Yeah, Cathedral Mountain. It was called Cathedral. It was like 2 big chunks with like a little mudra hand in the middle. And this is a very well-known mountain. So I would do all my group stuff throughout the day, and then I would go for a walk, sometimes twice. We had a lot of free time at night, and that's just what I wanted to do. So I would walk down there, and I would just sit there in the night. Of course, it was warm. I was so comfortable in Arizona there. And it was the time of the year, Orion constellation was just there, kind of southwest, and during that time I was just having this trip of always looking at Orion's belt. It's 3 stars there, and anyways, I was doing that every night. And then the whole thing kind of wrapped up. Everybody was just friends now, and everything was cool. We had one last night, and then we're going to do one more sort of group hangout. And so I go down there. I think it was a Sunday night. I can't say for sure. It felt like a Sunday night because it was the end of that week or whatever. And some other people came, and 2 people, a guy and a girl, and we're talking like pretty open and friendly and feeling like we know each other. And I don't know how we got talking about it, like maybe we were talking about past lives or something. And I explained this life that I had where I was the part of the native band that was healers and creators, and the color blue, that's a side story. And we were sitting on a mesa, we were gathered on a mesa, and like I went on to elaborate this whole story, and the girl said to me, "Was it like this mesa in your story?" And I looked around and I was like, wow, it was exactly like this mesa. And I thought about it, I was like, this is like a perfect fit to my story. Like it couldn't be more similar. And then I thought about it, and I thought about everybody at the group that came, and it was people from the United States, Canada, Iceland, and everybody there was a healer, a writer of spiritual books, an artist, like that same type of people that was the group in my past life. So the landscape was the same, and the personalities of the people were the same, but only our appearances had changed. And I don't know where it went from there, but I just had this really rich moment. I don't know how long it lasted for. I don't know where we went from there, but there was something really profound about it. And I got to speak about it the next day on my last thing I could say with the group. And the thing about it was, it just made me feel like I was really, 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 really in the right place at the right time. You have so many choices in life of move here, move there, this job, that, this person, this hobby. And I often wonder, like, what if I did this? What if I did that? But at that night when the girl said that to me, at that moment, I actually felt like I never felt this ever quite. I can't think of anything that even came close to this. I never felt so much like I was in the right place at the right time. And everything I did up to then made sense. So obviously that was a good feeling. I make such long videos. There's other stories I could tell around this, but that whole weekend was the group there, the family that had us. I never felt so at home. I felt like I had Thanksgiving with my first, like, real family, kind of empaths and spiritual people and stuff. And I do love my family, but when I meet up with my relatives and stuff, we're so different. It's kind of awkward. And anyways, this was just a feeling of just being home and just being at peace and being with my people, my tribe, my like-minded people. So I'm going to bring this whole crazy story home here in the next second. So that's it. I'm calling that a life recreated, and I'm very happy for that experience. And I'd like to take that and build upon that and spend more time around people like that I hadn't done in the past. It's something I need to do more of and make an effort to do it. So anyways, these videos, I have been telling my own stories a lot lately, but they're supposed to be about you too. So maybe if you have a past life, a positive one, maybe you also could find a way to find it again in this life. Okay, so that's my crazy story. I'm getting on probably about 15 minutes, 16 minutes. So thanks again for watching. I'm always open to new video ideas. If you have any questions about anywhere I go or anybody I talk to, I would just tell you. I just, for whatever reason, just thought I'd leave the mystery for now. Okay guys, I hope you are healthy and happy and strong and free, and I've just had a great weekend and I plan to make many more videos, so please encourage me to make more videos. Okay, love and peace. Have a great night, have a great day. See ya.